It is Juneteenth, and that means Opal's Walk for Freedom took place in Fort Worth, Texas. The annual 2.5-mile walk symbolizes the 2.5 years it took for Freedom News to reach enslaved people in Texas. The 98-year-old educator and activist behind it, often referred to as the grandmother of Juneteenth, was unable to take place this year, so she asked her granddaughter to lead the walk in her place.
Although Juneteenth is an African American holiday, it is not just for African Americans. It's not just for Texans. All right, it is a national holiday that allows people to find themselves in the Juneteenth story.
She says she and her grandmother are working to expand the walk to one city in all 50 states, including a walk in the nation's capital next year. Now, even though it's the newest federally recognized holiday, Juneteenth's history goes back more than a century and a half. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, signaling the end of slavery in the U.S. But it took more than 2 years after the signing for that news to reach Galveston, Texas on June 19th, 1865. The annual celebration of that day in 1865 became known as Juneteenth. The holiday was federally recognized in 2021. And here with us now to talk more about the holiday and its significance is Marc Morial. He is the president and CEO of the National Urban League. And we should also note Marc is married to CBS News' Michelle Miller, who is a friend of all of ours around here. Marc, very good to see you. And thanks for being with us on this day. And as we mentioned, President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1865. Yet it took 2 years for enslaved people in Texas to be freed. How did that happen?
Well, there was no internet. There was no Western Union, no television, no radio, no modern means of transportation. And it probably had something to do with those who were the enslavers maybe didn't want those who were enslaved to know that the Emancipation Proclamation had been signed. But here's what's important. The Emancipation Proclamation and then Juneteenth were very important steps towards the elimination of slavery. But what we can't forget on Juneteenth is the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, which, when ratified by the states just shortly after Juneteenth, made the ban on slavery permanent in America. So I think Juneteenth is a celebration of freedom. It's a celebration of this sort of completion or another step towards complete and full democracy. The founding fathers created democracy, but left Black people and women out. Successive generations have worked to perfect that. It's taken conflict, it's taken litigation, it's taken war, it's taken protest, it's taken determination and political will to get us to where we are. And this Juneteenth is so important, given the context of these days where there's an assault on American democracy and an assault on, I think, racial justice and tolerance. So I hope all Americans will celebrate Juneteenth, even though it has particular and special significance for Black Americans.
Now, Marc, as you mentioned, especially these days, how is the current White House's observance of this Juneteenth holiday different from the previous administrations?
Well, President Biden, who signed the Juneteenth national holiday law, had a wonderful, glorious celebration at the White House last year and embraced celebrations of this sort. I think this president may be an outlier in not doing anything official on Juneteenth to celebrate this day. And historically, presidents of the United States celebrated all great holidays: President's Day, Juneteenth, the 4th of July, the King birthday, Memorial Day, Veterans Day. All of these are important holidays. And I would hope that this president and no future president would be selective in only celebrating certain holidays and not others. Notwithstanding, the White House, all across America, in community after community, Juneteenth is being celebrated today as a day of freedom.
That it is. Marc Morial, thank you very much for being with us.